again. One more thing I wanted to cover before we get going is a really important part of our practice. Arguably, the most important part of the yoga practice is our breathing. Breathing is the foundation, really, and the core of a yoga practice. And something worth noting is that it is different than the way we breathe day to day in our lives. Our bodies, obviously, breathe all on their own, right? We do not have to think about taking breaths all day, every day, and while we're sleeping. And thank God, because if we had to remember to breathe, we would not make it very long. So, yoga breathing is not that thoughtless, automatic, usually shallower breath that we enjoy day to day to keep us alive. It is a more controlled, thoughtful breath that takes conscious effort. Okay. Um, and there's a couple of reasons for that. One is physical benefits to that. Ideally, we're breathing in through our nose and out through our nose. Acknowledging that sometimes, depending on what we have going on, sinus wise or what have you, the nose isn't always possible, and that's okay. You can, of course, use your mouth, but the style of breathing slow, steady, and deep in through your nose and out through your nose is the most calming way to breathe. It's the most soothing for our nervous system. It also serves as a really powerful detoxifier for our whole system. Gets things moving circulation wise, purifies the body, all that good stuff. And so physically very important and very helpful. The other part that makes the breathing really powerful as a tool is that because we require attention to breathe in that controlled way, it forces our mind to be in the present moment. So, similarly to that automatic breath, our thoughts, right, our mind is just always kind of streaming, right? Even when we're sleeping, that's what dreams are like. It's that constant sort of thought flow. And, rather than I almost think of that thought flow like a child, right? It's all over the place, going to imaginary places, here and there, all about what we want in the moment, likes and dislikes, feelings, all that kind of up and down roller coaster stuff, right? Goes on, hopefully not just in my head. And the breath, it's almost like rather than telling that child to just like sit in the corner and be still while I practice yoga, using breath as a tool is almost like giving that child a coloring book or something to do. It just makes it a little bit easier. It gives that child something to focus on, or our mind something to focus on that is right here and right now, with the idea that the more we can learn to be really present in this moment, which, by the way, is the only place we ever can truly be, because the past is gone, right? The future is unknown and nothing is guaranteed. And so all of our power really is right here and right now. And the breath really grounds us and gets us there. And so that's a really important part of the practice. So all that being said, there is a style of breathing that you can work on. And it does sometimes take a little getting used to. The fancy name for it in yoga is Ujjayi breathing. I have nicknamed it Darth Vader breathing, or it's almost like an ocean breath, some people call it, because there is a sound that you make slightly when you do it. So, when you picture Darth Vader and how he sounds, it's almost like that. So I'll try to demonstrate in a way you can hear. There's a slight constriction in the throat that creates sort of a vibration, right? So you can hear your breath when you're breathing. Another way to try to feel that sensation is to first try a sigh out the mouth. So breathing in through your nose. A ha sound. And then do the very same thing, but with the lips closed. So you'll start to feel and hopefully hear that sound. Um, Again, it's something that takes practice. And so feel it out, experiment for yourself. And of course, just a normal breath in and out, slower, deeper than usual, is a great place to start. And also, the goal is to maintain that awareness of your breathing throughout the whole practice. Okay. Again, to keep us grounded in the moment. I've been practicing, I think, maybe like 15 years. And I don't think I've ever gotten through a class where I didn't forget to breathe at least a few times. And so, just to tell you, if your mind wanders, which it will, that's okay. All our minds wander. It's not about perfectly being still in the moment the whole time. That's a lofty goal that we're all working on. It's about every time you notice the breath wandering off, oh, I forgot to be breathing. We simply bring our attention right back to it as soon as we notice. And that is the practice. So let me know if you have questions about that, and I will see you soon.